Okay, Scarlett. If I had to grant you one wish, a question to someone here in this audience, what would that question be, and who would that person be? Scarlett?
May I please have the honor of posting a question to YB Tengku Zafrul, the Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, Malaysia.
So you want us to politely invite Tengku Zafrul back on stage from earlier. YB Zafrul, do you care to indulge Scarlett in her one question? Mic for you, sir.
Thank you. Looks like the Standard Chartered chat AI, is it?
There we go. All right.
Not
Scarlett.
very smart. Chose the wrong guy. Anyway, I left my phone there. Let me check the chat GPT to get the answer.
There we go. We have our own chat GPT. All right, Scarlett, ask your question.
YB, with the latest development in global tariffs and the looming risk of a global trade war, could you share your views on the impact this may have on the country's trade and investment?
Scarlett, can you repeat that question? No, just kidding. Well,
YB, with the latest development in global tariffs and the looming risk of a global trade war, could you share your views on the impact this may have on the country's trade and investment?
Okay, so it's working.
It's real. It's a real AI.
It's real AI.
It's a real AI.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you. I wish you chose someone else, but never mind. And I'll try and answer as best as I can, mindful that I think I see the US ambassador here. Please, Ambassador Kagan, you okay, right? So for Malaysia, as you know, we are very much an open economy. If you look at our trade versus GDP, based on 2024 numbers, about 175%. So we're very much an open economy. And obviously, a decision that was made, that was announced on 1st of April. And in fact, today, 9th of April is when effective day of the tariff for everyone, including Malaysia, will have an impact to our economy. Ambassador came to see me a few days ago, and I asked him that question, how do you get to 24%? Right? And from my understanding, if you look at the formula, we got 24% because of the 47% number derived from deficit of 25 billion, and you divide it by our export. Our export to the US is about 200 billion ringgit. That's about 74 billion US dollars. So that's how we get 47%, and times 0.5 or divide by 2, you get 24%. So the question here is, what will the impact be to Malaysia? And like I said, we're very much an open economy. We are a major exporter to the US. If you look at Malaysia, what do we export to US? We export mainly electrical and electronics, E&E.
And we have the E&E boys here. Actually.
Yeah, the E&E boys are here.
Yeah. And I put them on the same table as Ambassador K.
Yes, please tell the ambassador. In fact, for those of you who may not know, you may think that China is our largest export market, but actually US is a larger export market than China. 60% of that export to US is E&E. So if you look at the impact, of course, E&E sector will be the most impacted by this decision. Yes, we heard there's some exceptions, right, for semiconductors, but if you look at semiconductors, it's about 50% of that 60%. So the impact is quite great to Malaysia. What have we done? We have activated a Geo-Economic Command Center, which is chaired by the Prime Minister. We've activated the War Room, the Task Force, and more importantly, we are also engaging the industries. Some of you are in this room. We have engaged many of the players who are affected, and we hope that more will come forward to share with us your views, your ideas on how we navigate this. So for Malaysia, we are lucky in a way. We are strong economically. We don't expect this tariff to be well, as negative as others. If you look at our GDP growth, this year we're targeting 4.5 to 5.5%. You know, Standard Chartered, your economists also expect 1 to 2%.
1% impact.
1% impact, and consensus about 1 to 1.5%. So I think we can navigate this for the year 2025. Lastly, as I said, Malaysia, we are engaged with many other countries, and we are engaged with many other economic blocs. And for us, our decision is not to retaliate. We would like to engage the US and discuss on how do we move forward. And what's important is that at the end of the day, Malaysia is a country that still believes in the principles of multilateralism. We believe in global trade. We believe in free trade. And I think this is why Malaysia, as chair of ASEAN, we need to ensure that at the end of the day, I know we've got our team ready to go and negotiate with the US, but what's important is that we must always protect Malaysia's interests first. Thank you.